I already mentioned that you take 2 days off. It's 5 days on, 2 days off. The reason we recommend 2 days off is because we need the pituitary to reset. There's a couple of different theories, and so let me just explain this so everybody understands. Those of you that got the book, Is Aging a Preventable Disease, and read through the book understand this concept, but just in case you haven't, let me just reiterate this. The pituitary gland can only hold so much growth hormone. So one of two things is happening. Because we're getting such a huge surge in growth hormone release when people are on Trans-D Tropin that we've measured using radioimmunoassay growth hormone levels, one of two things ends up happening why at the 5th to 8th week period the levels drop off. Either one, we're depleting the stores of growth hormone in the pituitary. Remember, Trans-D is only the signal that tells the pituitary to release the growth hormone. So the amount of growth hormone that's inside the pituitary gland is either depleted because of the huge surges, because of the release that we're eliciting from the Trans-D, or two, that as the surge of growth hormone goes up, the body says, uh-oh, too much growth hormone. The hypothalamus, the regulatory mechanism that's monitoring the amount of growth hormone, says, uh-oh, too much growth hormone, and will send out another signal called somatostatin. And somatostatin tells the pituitary, shut off the supply. So the somatostatin comes in, tells the pituitary to shut off this release of growth hormone, and that's like flipping the switch off. That's the beauty of Trans-D Tropin, that it does what the body needs. You can't overdose it. The worst thing that can happen, you take a whole bottle of Trans-D Tropin, you put it all over your body, and the body says too much. Signal goes from the hypothalamus, releases the signal called somatostatin, it goes to the pituitary and says shut off the supply. So no matter what happens, there's no more release of the growth hormone. This is very well explained in the DVD Trans-D Tropin, The Revolutionary Life Enhancement, and it's also on the website. But remember that when a person is taking injectable growth hormone, no matter how much signal comes from the hypothalamus that says too much, it doesn't stop the end user from injecting the growth hormone into the body. And that's why growth hormone is dangerous, and that's why growth hormone, being a synthetic substance, will increase the environment and the system that becomes pro-inflammatory and actually is a perfect setting for things that we don't want to happen, all the side effects associated with growth hormone. Trans-D has none of those side effects because you cannot overdo it, because the body shuts off its own supply. So this is one of those cases where actually less is actually better. It's important to remember that. In order to facilitate that less is better, we take 2 days off every week, and every 6 to 8 weeks we recommend for a person to come off for 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks. Now some people, during that weekend off or during that 1 to 2 week period off every 2 months or so, actually feel bad when they come off. For those people, we say continue using Trans-D Tropin, but if you don't feel bad, it's better to give your body that little bit of surge, because it's almost like rebooting the computer. It's almost like resetting everything. So it's good to give it your body about 2 days off every week. But as I said, if you do physically start feeling bad, or you feel ill, or you feel like your body's fatigued when you come off Trans-D, then you can go ahead and continue doing it.